In this video, we are going to see how we can enter a credit purchase invoice in QuickBooks Online. As you can see here, on 8th of January, it says purchase following items from Mr. Daniel. So whenever the vendor name is mentioned and it's not mentioned that either we are purchasing it from cash, it is by default considered that it is on credit because 90% of the world's business is run on credit, and we purchase different items from them and then we pay it in 30 days. So these are the items. Let's see how we can book this. First of all, if you're in any specific area, you just head over to the vendor section or the expenses section here, and you can book a bill, or otherwise you can just directly click on the plus sign at the top right. And here we have the customer, vendor, team, and other section. From here, we can access the bills as well. So this is the shortcut to all the areas. After that, we are purchasing it from Daniel, right? I'll just choose Daniel here. Terms, net 15 days. That means net 15 days means the payment is due to be paid in 15 days. We have the 30 days and 60 days as well. But since we don't know when we are paying for it, we might be paying very soon. So in this project, I'll just click on due on receipt. That means whenever we enter this purchase invoice, it's due on the same date. In fact, let's keep it net 15 days. So it will automatically change the due date for you. Bill number, we can mention any bill number if we have one. I'm just taking a random number here. Store, we can specify and create new stores here. Tags, I'll just ignore this. I'll just stick to the basic details so that we can easily understand how the system works. So Corolla windscreen is the first item. Now, as you can see that the first one is for the categories. Categories means all the expenses can be directly mentioned here. I'll just minimize this and open the item details field. And here we can enter all the inventory items that we are purchasing. So we are purchasing Corolla windscreen. Description is mentioned. Quantity is what? Quantity is 20. Rate is 400. This makes the total to 8,000. Press tab, go on the second line. And here we have Civic headlights. Select Civic headlights here. Quantity is 30. And if you notice, we also have the quantity on hand mentioned right here. So that's awesome. It is showing you the summary of the quantity on hand for each item just by hovering over it. So 30 is the quantity. Rate is already mentioned, but just confirm it once from the project because the rates might be changing in future as well. So just confirm that you have the right rate. Press tab, go on the second line, third line, and Prius wheel cups. Prius wheel cups. Quantity is 50, rate is 50. Quantity is 50, rate is 50. This makes the total to 2,500. Go on the next line. And on the next line, we have Prius filters. Prius filters. This one is not there. So it might be a new item. We don't need to go back to a separate area. We can just directly add a new item from here. And here we just write the name, which is this Prius filters. Paste it here. We can add any image. It's an inventory item. SKU means stock keeping unit. So we buy and sell these items in each category. I'll select car parts. Quantity on hand. There's no initial quantity on hand. We are just booking this in the mid of the month after the implementation. So there's no opening quantity and opening balances. Description, I'll just copy this same name and paste it in both the areas so we don't need to enter them separately. And we are purchasing this for the first time. So I believe all okay. Ledgers are all selected, save and close. Initial quantity, we don't have the initial quantity. I'll just mention the date here. Let's say 7th of January. Save and close. In this case, it should be 0. I'll just mention 0 here just to fill the field. And now we can exit out of here, and quantity is not there, as you can see. 70 is the quantity that we want to purchase, and the rate is 50. This makes the total to 3,500. So altogether, if we check 8,000, 4,500, 2,500 and 3,500, just make sure everything is good and the total are correct. You can put any memo if you want. Otherwise, you can just save this. I don't want to schedule a payment. I want to just save this, or you can click on save and new from here. Just click on this arrow sign and then click on save and new. Select a date that's after the date you started tracking this inventory item. So I guess I have to mention this on 8th of January. Save and new. I'll just make it due on receipt. Let's make it 6th of January. Or 7th of January. I think there's something wrong with the item. So in that case, what we'll do is we'll just delete only this last item and try to save this, save and new. Just to keep the record of it, just close it out of here. Close this bill, and I'll go to the inventory and click on products and services. And this is previous filters. Just go in here, open this. We can click on edit next to it. And I think we need to change this date to something else. Okay. The date sequence is a little bit different. So that's why here is the confusion. I'll just make this one as 7th of January. Save it. Initial cost, I'll just put 0 here. Or maybe just $50, I'll put it right here. And save it. Now it's good that we are seeing all of these errors so that you can understand the software in a better way. Now, how will we access the bill again? I'll just click on this expenses section. Just click on the bills here. And then we click on add a bill. Or we can click on plus sign and click on bill directly from here. Now we are not entering a new bill. We will just access the recent one. Click on the top, which is showing the recent bills. This is the recent bill. I'll just make the changes here. The last item was previous filters. And the quantity we are purchasing is 70. And now this total is all correct. Save and new. And now our bill is saved. Whenever we want to access this again, we will just click it from here. And if we want to see the journal entry effect of it, just click on this more button and click on transaction journal from here. It will take you directly to the journal entry effect. And here it is. Since we have purchased the inventory on credit, all the inventory is increasing. So all of these are debits and it's showing separately for each items. So debit is inventory, credit is account payable since the liability is increasing. And that's how we book a credit purchase invoice in QuickBooks Online. Just try this by yourself and I'll see you in the next one.